Hey, Forever Beautiful. Thanks for coming back, checking me out, y'all. And this is going to be another food for thought. Before we get into it, please like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so that that you are privy to every single video that I upload, y'all. See, I'm acting silly already. Can't even get into it. Okay, y'all. Now, y'all see the title. Let me tell you about people that just, oh my gosh, I'm talking about they do every single thing that you do not like. Okay. So I was on this app, right? And they had a bunch of games that I like. And one of them I didn't really know how to play, but I figured it out, right? You watch and then you get into it and you be like, oh, okay. So particular games I like. This game, you can interact with live people, right? And so everybody they get a chance to talk, or you can message while playing the game, but it kind of takes away from the game when you're doing that. So I don't care for that portion. But then outside of the games, you can they have a separate, I can't even get it out, a separate section where you can message if you want to, if you choose, and it can be them that's playing the game, it can be other people, whatever. I mean, you have the choice if you want to engage or not. Completely up to you, right? So, out of, I don't even know how many messages I got, it was just one guy that really, he was attentive. Okay, I'll say that. He was responding really quickly. He hit me quick. I wasn't expecting that. But anyway, he hit me quick. So we're going back and forth with the messages and stuff, trying to get to know each other. I'm talking about not nothing on some immediate, oh man, I wanna take you out. It wasn't that. See, women like men that know how to communicate, right? Or at least it seemed in the first place. Initially, it looks a particular way, but it might not necessarily be that. But right now, that's what it seems like, right? So, okay, it's like, okay, well, he hitting back pretty fast. Okay, it's not taking a long time, and then he knows how to communicate. He wasn't on no other stuff. It just was, how, like, when you first try to get with somebody, you appreciate the courting sessions, season, you know, and all of that. You can get into it, right? So that's how that went. Anywho, so further than that, he suggested, he was like, dang, he said, can we do a video chat? You can video chat on there too. I was like, huh. I said, okay, just entertaining this. Let's see where this is gonna go. So we did. Now, obviously gonna go over this or that or whatever that you already did through the messages, right? So now I think it's just a spark conversation, so you can really have some conversation. It was like that. Anyway, so we got past that, and I'm talking about within the first, I'm gonna say 5 minutes, because it didn't take long to go over what we already did. So now it's going a little bit further. So he was like, dang, he said, you are really cool. I like that. He said, I don't come across too many women like that and that I can hold their attention. I said, now, why do you think that is? He was like, I don't know. He said, I'm still trying to figure it out. He said, they're not really saying anything and we don't even have conversation afterwards. I said, well, that's kind of strange. Now, me, see, I like to analyze stuff, right? And I talk a lot, a lot. I used to say all the time, I don't like people that talk more than me. It's annoying. So then I said, huh, I wonder if I'm annoying people when I do it. Am I annoying people when I do it too? Funny, right? Anywho, so now I don't want to be a hypocrite, okay? I don't. But he was getting on my nerves, okay? The man, he immediately, I'm talking about within the first 5 minutes, I kid y'all not, I wish I was joking. The man, you telling me every single thing about everything that ain't got nothing to do with nothing. telling me about all of these people. I don't even know these people. Okay, they don't know me. I don't need to know too much of what's going on with that because it doesn't concern me. You claimed through the messages that you wanted to get to know me, right? But you're not really asking me anything about me. So I said, now, then let's just see where this is going to go because I already knew. Yeah, I probably wasn't going to want to be bothered any further. I knew that right away, right? I'm like, now, how was it this way over here through the messages? But then right now, it's like, I wasn't feeling it, right? So he just talk. Here I go, hold on now. I said, wait a minute. I said, you asked me a question and then just kept on talking, afterwards. And he was like, oh yeah, you right, my bad. So then he was like, he said, where you live? I said, well, I'm not that far from you, obviously. Blah, blah, blah. And all of this. What side of town you stay on and all of this? I'm like, I'm not that far from you. I wasn't going to say exactly, okay? But anywho, we were definitely in the same city. So he said, he was like, oh, okay, then you ain't that far. So, blah, 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 blah. And then now he just kept on talking. First of all, you barely even let me get out what I was trying to say. So you're talking with me, you're talking over me. It's like, how much are you really interested for real? Because you can't ask somebody a question and then you don't allow them to answer the question. I don't need the help, okay? I am well versed. I think I got it. I think I can do this all by myself. I don't need any help. So then, now after you just said my bad, you still talking. Even after I broke that down to you, you are still talking. Here I go. I just sat back in my seat and I just let him talk. And the whole time he was talking, I let him talk for another 2 or 3 minutes, right? And the whole time I'm just looking at him like, you don't have a clue that this is going to be the first and last communication that we have, okay? Unless we run into each other on the game or something. You're not going to get my number. We are not going to message each other any further. And we definitely not going to do no video chatting. It's over. This is all just playing in my head, okay? While he just running off at the mouth. And just wouldn't stop. Still going. Still going. Here I go. Ooh, I'm getting a headache. I said I probably need to take me a pill or something. Okay, I was gonna need an aspirin, ibuprofen, or something, because ain't no way in the world I can sit here and listen to this. Okay. And then finally, I said, sweetheart. Now see, I know me. When I start calling people sweetheart, it's a wash, a wrap, done, finito, kaput, over. Okay. Here I go, sweetheart. He was like, yeah, what is it? I said, let me tell you something. Let me just give you a piece of advice. And he was like, what's that? I said, do you know you have dominated this conversation? I said, now, I never would have thought that it would have came from you like that. I said, you're doing most of the talking. I said, women don't like that. We like when you ask us questions about us and you really are trying to get to know us genuinely. Okay? I say, you know how I ask you questions and then I stop talking so you can answer the question. I say, you're not giving me the same respect. This conversation is not reciprocated. And he was like, wow. He said, I didn't even realize I was doing that. Here I go, well, I'm telling you, you are. I said, I don't really care for that too much. He was like, I'm sorry. I am so sorry. And all of this, right? But at this point, my head is already going. So now I got to end this conversation, right? That's all I'm thinking. Instead of apologizing, he was like, I am so sorry. He was like, dang. He said, nobody never told me that before. I said, well, thank God you have had this conversation with me. I said, you're welcome. He started laughing. He think now this is a joke that this conversation gonna keep going on and on. It's not. is definitely done. But I want to leave that little piece of advice with him. So maybe the next time he come across somebody that he claims he's interested in, then he'll understand that conversations are not one-sided. They do not go one way. It's not a one-way street. Okay? It goes both ways. You cannot have a whole conversation by yourself. Because if you did, you don't need nobody else on the line. You can talk to yourself. You can ask all the questions, answer them to yourself. You don't need the next person. You got it, right? And so he was like, he said, man, he said, maybe that's the problem. There I go, you think? I said, didn't I tell you we was going to get to the bottom of this? I said, this is the problem right here. This is how come you are not having reoccurring conversations with women. They don't like that. You know, he was like, dang, I never thought about it like that, but I didn't think I was talking that much. I said, you've been talking for 11 minutes. Okay. I haven't even got a chance to get a word in edgewise. I said, so I guarantee you that is the problem. How come things are not going any further than you would prefer them to go? And he was like, well, I appreciate you telling me that. Here I go. Not a problem. I said, I'm glad I was the one that could. Okay. But I got to go. And he was like, dang, you gonna get off the phone? Yes, I got to go. I have got to go. I'm talking about y'all don't even understand. My head was banging. Okay. I got to go. And he was like, well, can you leave me your number in my inbox? Here I go. I don't think so. I said, not to be funny, but the maturity level is just not there. I like gentlemen. Okay. It's nothing I can do with you. He was like, was I that bad? Have a good night, sir. Have a good night. He was like, okay then. He was like, you have a good night too. That was the end of the conversation. I don't have anything else. I don't. Whatever conversation I thought I was going to have, you have completely drained me. Now that we're off the phone at this point, I'm talking about I was drained. I didn't have another piece of juice in me. None. Yeah. Got off the phone. I went and popped me a pill. Okay. Had to take an aspirin. And I laid it on down. It was over. Yeah. But anywho, y'all, so y'all get the gist. I'm just saying it's not worth it. Things appear to be one way at one point, but then you just never know when it's going to turn around. You don't know. None of us know. And this is what men and women are like, because men come across women that do the same thing, or they do something that they don't appreciate that much. And they be like, dang, I really was digging her at first, but I think I'm cool now. I'm cool on her. We feel the same way. I'm just saying. But anywho, y'all, that's going to conclude this food for thought. And I'm going to see y'all on the next video. Well, I probably didn't tell you. I should have told y'all, but I ain't going to tell you nothing right now. Anywho, y'all, I will see y'all on the next video. Bye.